Yep, and we're back. Thank you everyone for watching another episode of We Think It's a Sports Show. I'm your host Mike D, as always, and we got a great show. So without further ado, let me introduce the cast. Obviously, you see we are one short because who get them Mills get them is not here this week, but we good. I'm gonna step up and fill the spot. So we got my A1 since day two, Rad, and my point guard Preach. What's up, fellas? How was our weekend?
The weekend was good. You know what I mean. A lot of good news came out of the last couple of days for the family and everything. So just riding the high. So everything is good, man. No complaints. I woke up every day. I'm here now, so I'm ready to go.
That's it. You ain't got no stories for us. You gonna leave us like that?
Yeah, I'm leaving like that.
That's crazy. Oh wow. That's
Yeah.
cool. That's cool. I'll talk to you after the show. Go
All
ahead,
right,
Sam.
bet.
It's been good, man. Sunday, I preached for the first time in 3 months, since the pandemic, to an empty room, of course, but it was still good. It was still good. I got an engagement at another church, so because the pandemic, everything has been slow for me. My itinerant ministry, since the churches are kind of closed down. So, but that was a good thing for me. I kind of get my little mojo back, get my rhythm back, and things like that. So it's been cool. We had a good week.
Was it rust or rest that you had?
It was rust. It was, but it's like riding a bike, but just being, it's nobody there. It's like, so you preaching to a camera, and it's kind of weird, but
Yeah.
we got through. Still good.
I may be ignorant in this when I say this, so don't slander me, everybody. But I felt like being a preacher, like you almost have to like kind of not be in shape, but do it a lot because like black preacher do get the huffing and puffing. I feel like you gonna do that for 3 months. That might wear on you.
No, it was funny. It actually does. It does, and that's why you see a lot. It's a real big kind of uptick in like a healthy preacher movement, because generally you I guess one of the most famous preachers is what's his name? Lord, geez, my mind just went blank. Oh, T.D. Jakes. But he kind of getting skinnier. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He was. So it's like that weight
drippy and
does
all.
wear on you. Yeah, that weight wears on you, but it's kind of a healthy kick. So I got to try to stay in shape a little bit better, but that's neither here nor there.
My weekend was solid, almost perfect. Almost perfect. Chilled out, watched some TV. Me and Angie just kicked it, played some pool with her in the basement. And 7:57 on a Sunday, I get a text talking about Cam Newton is a Patriot, and that it did something to my weekend. But I don't want to jump into that yet. We can hop into that next. I want to start with the culture. It was a big showing yesterday. We had two of the Kings of New York, where we are from. Fab and Jada had a versus. I'll just throw it out there. Just what did you guys think of it? And who do you think won? I'm starting with you, Preach.
Um, I thought it was very entertaining. It was very, very, very entertaining. I watched it on Apple Music, actually on my phone, and it was actually a great viewing experience. They had the Twitter comments, and I actually seen a couple people that I knew Twitter comments going on the bottom of the screen. It was actually, and I think on Instagram the video had cut off, but on Apple Music it stayed on, and so you got like all that. So it was very entertaining. Like most of probably my contemporaries, I thought Fab will watch Jadakiss. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, Fab got hits, Fab got all the mixtapes that we love, but it's kind of funny because like Jadakiss, he is our era, but he's kind of not. I mean, like when he started, he was like 5 or 6 years
Yeah,
old.
Biggie
So
was
yeah, so it was like once you got to the battle, I'm like, okay, Fab got this. Fab lost bad. Like I'm gonna be honest, it was terrible. Like it was really really bad. Fab got washed.
Wow.
Let me just say this, DJ Booth, stop. Like you were terrible. I don't know who who told you to do whatever you was trying to do with Fab? It was awful. Like the song selection by Fab was the worst I've seen in a long time. It's just like, what? Who told you to pick these songs? He fell into Jadakiss trap, and Jadakiss watched him. I'm gonna be honest. It looked bad.
Yeah, I agree.
Like it really, really, really looked bad. Like and Jadakiss had. I know Fab be trying to be cool, but Jadakiss had way more energy. He rapping his lyrics. He drunk. I mean, like he was on it. He had a story for every song. He had a story for Fab songs. Hey Fab, what is you doing? I was disappointed. I was hurt. And then what got me was the second half, Fab come out with all his hits. It was over. Like it was like it was done. I don't know if y'all watched this part. I know I'm long, but I just gotta say it. After they was done with 20 songs, DJ Booth said that the DJs was gonna take over. Did y'all see that part?
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, this what got me. The man said Fab told him to play a song. He said, "No, I'm gonna play like 6 records in 4 minutes." Like, what is you doing? Who told you to do that? Nobody told you to do it.
Kiss was like, yo, Booth, listen to me.
Yo, he was wildin'.
He said, no, you listen to me.
Listen, DJ Booth done so. Like he just, for every DJ out there, you gotta learn how to listen.
I think, I mean, to add to that, I think they thought like the DJs was going to be a main part of it. So I think they came in thinking, we was going to be able to get in our sets or whatever. Because that's how, only reason I would think Booth would even do that. It's like he was told that he could have a little set of some type. I don't know. But
that's his DJ.
Yeah, but I don't know. It was weird. But going into that, yeah, I think the beginning of it, I think Fab, I don't know, the game plan was to I don't go bar for bars with them, far as like your best lyrical music joints. And I'm like, bro, you're gonna lose that one. You can't go that route with Jada. You know what I mean? On a bar for bar. No, don't get me wrong. Fab got bars and metaphors and punchlines, but they don't hit like. But Jada tone and all that stuff in a bar for bar type of song format, he gonna win every time. I think Fab should have went with the better songs. Fab got the better song, but Jada got the better verses. So you just going verses for verses. On verses, no pun, but Jada gonna win that. So I think Jada ate him up in the first 10, like straight up ate him up in the first 10, and it wasn't close. And I'm like, Fab, and I could be wrong, but I don't think Booth paid any mixtape songs, right? I think they was on straight albums.
He did.
Fab got like one album, I think.
Fab got more than one album. Yeah, Fab got Jada got like 2 albums.
Like I didn't hear
got two albums.
I didn't hear a lot of soul. Did I hear a lot of soul tape or?
No, you didn't.
What I'm saying? Yeah,
I didn't hear none of that. That's what I'm saying. Because I don't think they were going
one soul tape.
I don't think they were going a lot of mixtapes. I think they went a lot of album cuts or features on album cuts. That's what I think they were doing.
That's what they like. That's what happened. Fab got caught up in Jada game.
Yeah,
he started. The man started doing features like when he did the joint off who did he do? Oh, the French Montana. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what's going on? Like who told you to play this song? Nobody told you to play that.
Whoa. Hey, hoes ain't happy. Happy hoes ain't hating.
Why did he pick that song? Out of all, I think that was on the Young
project. It's a bop. I'm not mad he played it. It's a 20 songs.
Yo, he could have played 100 songs.
He could have played 100 songs. It was bad song selection. Jada ate him up in the bars. I think that the second half, Fab started playing all his hits. He tried to make a comeback in the second half, but it was just too late. Jada already took control over the whole joint. He just took control over it. He was, even though he was drunk, he was entertainingly drunk. He was still, he still on point. It wasn't like he was just like some sloppy drunk. He was on point. He was rapping. He was missing some words here and there, but he was rapping. He had it still going. You know what I mean? He was just more entertaining. Fab, Booth. I remember one time Booth came out and performed a song for Fab one time.
Oh yeah, the DJ coming out.
Where did Fab go? Fab, where did you go?
Listen.
Where did he
go? I don't know if y'all seen this. Booth was like, "Yo, Fab, say something." Fab like this. Yeah, he said,
Fab, you know what? Fab was probably watching them Instagram live comments, and all them comments saw that he was getting roasted, and he tried to flip it up and try to do something different. But
Nah,
Bro, you don't look at those, bro. Don't look at those.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think
I
wrong
felt
game
like
plan.
I felt like Jada was talking, texting him all week, saying like, "Yeah, bro, I already know your game plan. All you're gonna do is play your hits, play your hits."
Yeah.
I remember when
Yeah.
Fab switched it up, Jada was like, "Oh, he switched it up on us already. We got him nervous." Like I think Jada talked him into not playing his hits.
He did.
And trying to go to the streets.
Yep.
And nobody going to the streets with Jada.
No,
You ain't going to the streets with Jada. So I think
Not Fab.
So in the second half, I think Fab thought he could just play his hits and Jada would die down. But I didn't think Jada was gonna pull out the Diddy verses though. When he put those out, I said, "Okay, it's over. It's over." He put up the Diddy verses. It's over.
Bro, the issue with that is Jada just got him to waste too many rounds, bro. He just Jada just beat him down in the first couple rounds, and then Jada got like, "Yo, I got some hits too. I got some stuff in the tuck." So when you play. So when you play the Ashanti joint to me, whatever you're gonna play, I got some stuff that's
throw it in the bag. I got wire for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit it over the head with you. Like you waited too long. You need to throw them joints.
Jada had the game. I think Jada really wanted to win though. I don't think
he did.
Jada really wanted to win.
I think Jada it helped. I think Jada, far as even like little slick comment he said the second half he's like, he about to start playing the songs where people not getting my call back.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, oh yeah, so he already know what time it was as far as like perception going into this joint. He already knew who it was because who Fab worked with.
That's why I said.
Jada and I working. I think he played a newer song, but it wasn't like no current like Fab had French, Meek. He had current people that he's working with right now. You know what I mean? So
and those songs should have never been played. Well, I want to say never been played, but I like song selection was really like important. It was like Fab, all he had to do, like, because to be honest, Fab had the audience. Like as far as online, like the comments, like you would think Fab had that audience on live. He just didn't play to his audience, man. All he had to do was play all soul tape. Throw his classics in there.
They wasn't doing soul tape.
There is no competition, and he would have been fine.
Fab got classic bars. I know.
He did a lot of DJ Clue. He did a lot of DJ Clue stuff. He did a lot of some Swiss stuff. He did early. He did some early Fab stuff. He didn't do none of that soul tape or none of that. Coming, he didn't do none of that. So
it was terrible.
Or if he did a little bit. I honestly think that he did the ones I don't know, that was cleared mainstream wise, as far as like mixtape stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I think he was able to do. Maybe it's some type of contract in that. Maybe where you only could do the stuff that, you know what I mean, that you honestly can do. Like a mixtape is, he probably got some samples that he didn't get cleared and all that type of stuff. So
I do. I want to give Jada some love though, because Jada, but just verses, not the song, because that's what Jada. I don't say he struggled, but like he was never radio. Jada. The streets always love Jada, so you get just a verse, not the whole song, not what it did numbers wise, just a verse, and put that up against anybody.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be tough.
Top 5, top 10. Jada. It shows how, I guess, underrated you gonna say Jada is, or
top 5 dead alive. What he said.
But far as bars and pins and like straight up, like you can't tell me somebody just flat out better than Jada at doing that. You just can't. Yeah, you know what I mean.
But we always get Jada love though. We always tell you like, his bars is crazy. He's just the songs. He's never just got to play.
And his biggest joints obviously did the Diddy joints. You know what I mean?
All right. I was trying to avoid this Cam Newton talk, but let's get into it.
Okay.
So Cam Newton. Newton signed with the Patriots. I think 1 year deal worth up to $7.5 million with incentives and stuff if you reach all of them. Obvious from the beginning, everyone said it. It took him this long, but here we are. So Rad, to go to you. You are the bigger of the Bills fans, I think, between you and Sam. So just want to get your take on it first. About I'm just saying, preach about Cam Newton and just the impact it's gonna have, maybe the impact on him and the impact on the Patriots.
I got like a real serious take, but maybe I'll save it for after one of y'all talk about it. But I think it's good for Cam. I'm a fan of Cam Newton. You know, I follow Cam. You know, followed him, but I've been watching Cam since Auburn, and I just wanted, I wanted us to trade up. He had the 3rd pick in the draft. We got Marcel Darius or whatever. I want us to find a way to trade up to get Cam.
I say we watched the national championship at Preach House.
Oh yeah, for sure. So I'm a big fan of Cam.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
The Auburn, whoever they played, I forgot who they played.
On like the
Alabama,
90 inch,
right?
on like the 90 inch.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, right in the
Big,
front
the
row.
big
I
screen.
don't even remember that.
Yeah. But so I'm a big fan of Cam. He's going to the worst team that I can't just never root for. So it's kind of like, wow, but I'm a big fan of Cam. I want him to do good. You know what I mean? So I think it's a still, I think it's like a legit still. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say they're better than the Bills. I'm not gonna say that, but they got the better quarterback.
For sure.
They got better coaches, the better coaching system, the slightly better defense. Maybe I don't. They lost some pieces, so I'm not gonna say that because I think our defense is really gonna be that defense. But that quarterback and head coaching combo is better than ours, so we'll see. I think it definitely puts a little wrench in my season for the Bills, you know what I mean? Because if Cam is healthy, last time he was healthy, like fully healthy, no injuries, he was playing the best of his career. You know what I mean? And the issue is I know that offensive coordinator, Josh McDaniels, he's going to figure something out. He's very creative. He had Tim Tebow. He got to playoffs with Tim Tebow that year. Like, he's very creative, and they're going to figure something out for Cam Newton. And if he's healthy, you look out. You know what I mean? Look out for the. I mean, it's a real chance they win another division. So we'll see.
Another crafty move by the Patriots. Cam Newton, 31 years old. It's still puzzling to me how. I guess reports say that no other team wanted him or in talks.
It said the Browns was thinking about it.
I mean, I believe that was for a backup position, I suppose. They have Baker Mayfield. But the Patriots, I think they did a good job. Cam Newton coming off that Liz Frank surgery on his foot. The reports is, I guess he couldn't plant. That was hurting him, as far as his throw motion and things like that. But they say it takes about a year to get better. It's been about a year, or will be about a year, about time the season starts, if we will have a season. But I'm upset because the Buffalo Bills a couple of days ago was a lock for our division. Like a lot. I mean, it was a legit lock. Now, it's interesting. I don't know. To be completely honest, like Raf said, if Cam is healthy, I mean, the Patriots probably favorite to be in the AFC, championship, in my opinion. I
don't know if I go that far.
Well, I mean, Cam Newton is 10 times better than Josh Allen. That's a fact. I mean, that's not hearsay. I didn't make that up. Matter of fact, Josh Allen comp is Cam Newton.
So why we don't got Cam Newton? Let's you finish.
I don't know, but Josh Allen's comp, that's what people say. He's Cam Newton. He has the stature of Cam Newton. He can quote unquote run like Cam Newton, and he's inaccurate, like Cam Newton was, But as we see with Cam Newton, he progressed. He got better. I mean, MVP, went to a Super Bowl. I mean, Cam Newton is a bona fide star.
All pro.
So, I mean, it's a sad day for Buffalo Bills fans. But, for the Patriots, I guess the rich keep getting richer somehow or another.
Right. What do you think Brady thought about when he heard this news?
I think he had to. I mean, I guess he would be instead of anybody in the locker room, he would be the only one to know if Stidham had it or was going to really succeed him. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I wish I can. He would say he not gonna say nothing about him, but he probably knew they was gonna have to get a cornerback. You know what I mean? He knew he ain't that boy. So if they really gonna rock with him, that's fine. But now I think he got to think like, oh, they probably can win. They probably can win. Like they probably can win. Like now it's gonna be a real thing as far as Patriots, Bucks who had a better season. Now it's real. Now it's legit. Like who had a better season? I think it's probably added more pressure to him as far as thinking like, oh, I actually got to get it in now because they got a quarterback that played at the highest level. that he could, you know what I mean? So I think it actually added more pressure to Brady's thoughts and how he gonna try to prepare for the season if you could.
Is that why Brady working out when NFLPA told him not to, Sam?
Probably. I mean, if you ask me, I'm gonna be honest. The Patriots, if Cam is healthy, we'll win more games than the Buccaneers. You heard it first here. Because at the end of the day,
we have.
the Buccaneers, they have a way tougher division than the Patriots do. And until we see it, honestly, the Patriots is the best team in our division. Until we see the Bills win the division, we cannot. I mean, it's just a fact. We have to wait and see. But I will say with Cam, I know we may not be done, but I was looking as I was researching this. It's a guy named Tyler Tynes. Tyler Tynes. It's a black writer, and he's doing an oral history on Cam Newton. It comes out July 13th, and we don't necessarily plug other podcasts, but since it's a black writer, and I'm in that kind of mood, he's on the Ringer podcast network. And if anybody wants to go, check that out. It's an oral history on Cam Newton. He has some really interesting takes, and I just wanted to, shout that out.
My last take on like the serious thing, like I don't want to go as deep as I'm about to go, but whatever. But I don't want this to be the defining moment for our coaching staff and our GM, because if we decided to no, Josh Allen is the guy, and we let Cam just walk to pay the New England for a $7 million instead of, I don't know, just being early on that, trying to get him. He's 31 years old. You know what I mean? I don't want it to be that's the moment where we was making a move forward, but we just literally let Cam walk into the Patriots and they start another something else. I'm afraid it might be because my faith in Josh is not high. It's just not high in him now. And if he's not good, this might be the moment where they we messed up. We should have just went after Cam. I know they thought about it. If San Fran, now I'm not saying Cam is good at Tom Brady, but if San Fran thought about dropping Jimmy G, who after straight up just lost Super Bowl by, barely lost Super Bowl for Tom Brady, for a year or two of Tom Brady, we should have thought about dropping Josh Allen for 5 years of Cam or 6 years of Cam. I just think that.
I mean, but the thing is, that's not realistic. I mean, Josh Allen is in his third year. The front office has confidence in him, and he has shown some strides of being some type of playmaker. Last year, he showed some strides. He made some plays. We actually seen him make some winning plays.
He have not had one good complete. I'll give him back. Dallas was a good
game. Yeah.
Was the best game he ever had.
Yes, absolutely.
I give you that. But I think that's more so in the play calling. That was the best play call game I saw in Bills history, almost not history, but in my fandom. That was one of the best play. That was a great play calling on the bowl side. Josh was just a part of it.
I mean, the San Fran showed their faith in Jimmy G by giving him all this money and everything. And if they were ready to drop him, I mean, who are the Bills to snub up their nose and say, "Well, we got Josh Allen"? Okay, and
no, I understand that. But I'm just saying, as far as the progression is concerned, Jimmy G was traded. We drafted Josh Allen to be our franchise quarterback.
To be Cam Newton.
Let's give him a fair shake. I
want to point out to people that progression is not linear. Don't think just because a year passed, you got this better, and a year passed, you get this much better. At some point, you plateau. Or if you Patrick Mahomes, you go from here and you go up. You Lamar Jackson, go slow, then you go up. This, it's another year. I mean, he's better. Everybody else is getting better too. So, I mean, you need Josh Allen to get a lot better, to be better than other quarterbacks.
Quick.
So, Baker Mayfield is working out too right now. Just like Josh Allen. Well, I don't know about Baker. But Russell Wilson is working out. Josh Allen needs to get better than Russell Wilson or closer to Russell Wilson. It's not – you can't just keep, staying this far away from Russell. You got to catch up. So, it's time for him to get exponentially better and move the Bills forward. Because if you had Cam – we don't lose to the Texans. We actually score some points.
We won the division if we had Cam last year.
Exactly. So I want to give my theory on Cam Newton and the Patriots and the evil genius that is a Belichick. Because this almost snuck by. But from day one, it was, Cam Newton's available. Patriots have no quarterback. It's either Andy Dalton or Cam Newton. And Dalton went to Dallas, and Cam just went on by. And free agency opened, and the draft happened. They didn't draft anybody. And I started believing, like, oh, Stidham is really their guy. Until the Spygate 2 information come out. And they are fined. And they are penalized a third-round pick and all this money. Now, all of a sudden, they got interest in Cam Newton, and that's completely stole the headline. Like, Belichick knew he probably had some back bar deal with Cam, saying, you are ours. We signing you. Don't worry about it. We just going to wait until the Spygate news drop, and then we going to hit the plug. So I hope that was it, and I hope it wasn't Belichick like, well, let's just sign Cam so I don't got to deal with this. And Cam never get a fair shake. I doubt it's that.
Oh, Cam get a fair shake.
I'm assuming that Belly knew he was gonna sign him with this whole time, just because nobody's talking about that. Like, bro, they were caught cheating again.
Yeah.
And you tell me it don't matter, and whatever. And other teams are doing it, but why is nobody else getting caught then? Like,
and they lost a third-round pick though. They lost. The interesting about that, Mike, is that the penalty was less than the original Spygate. I'm not saying even if you think the Spygate original Spygate was worse, which it probably was. I'm not saying it wasn't, but the fact a repeat offender needs to get doubled down on an offense on the penalty.
That's right. And what's interesting is I think the fine was $1 million, and they got
1.1
million. They got Cam for $1 million, 100,000 less. Ain't that sign?
You know what I'm saying? And like, so no, I know.
But none of it was directly towards Belichick. And first Spygate, Belichick was fined like 500,000. I guess they saying he really didn't. I guess they, without saying it, they're trying to say he really didn't have nothing to do with it, quote unquote.
Yes.
Quote. So it was nothing directly straight towards him. It was more so the team, the Patriots.
Yeah,
team.
I know. I find it weird that we, applaud Belichick for being the Patriots and nothing gets past him and nothing is done without him. And we give him all this accolades for being the best coach ever. But when some bad stuff happens, he's like, oh, hold on. That's the recording staff. That ain't me. Like, now you got no hands in that? I don't know, man. But I'm happy for Cam. It just sucked that it had to happen at the same time. I love to talk crap about the Patriots. And the fact that this was buried, that they were caught cheating again, and people just, 1.1 million third-round pick. That's it. Like, that's it. That's all NFL for a repeat offender. They are pathologically cheating. Like, it's crazy at this point. Like, I don't think they're even trying not to get caught anymore.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Bill, he the GOAT. He know the GOAT. What else you gonna do?
I mean, you can't kick nobody out. Like,
kick Bill, you want to kick Bill out the league?
Why not? Tell me why not.
Because if you ain't cheating, you ain't winning. Is that what it says? Or if you ain't cheating,
you ain't trying.
You ain't cheat, you ain't trying.
I mean,
if you can tell me that everybody is cheating, and then tell me Bill Belichick is a genius, but he's the only one getting caught, I don't buy it. I think they're cheating so much. They are cheating so much that it's just overflowing. It's like they can't keep up with all their scandals.
Well, to be honest,
no one gonna care about this in 2 years. Belichick gonna keep on going, get another ring, and nobody ever gonna care about this but me. I'm the only one that care.
I don't care.
And I love Belichick.
I care little. I hope we get a coach like that.
I know, right? I love Belichick.
If our coach if McDermott start cheating like that, then I'm straight. If the wins come with it.
Oh my God! If he was cheating, I'd be like, I would be on his bandwagon. He ain't cheating. Like, what Sam say? It ain't cheating if you ain't trying or something. You ain't trying if you ain't cheating. That'd be me. I have a shirt saying that. All right, but enough of that. NBA is back. I feel like I said this probably 8 times before, but every time it's a new update, I say it's back. So they released the schedule. Let me get that schedule for everybody at home. So on Thursday, July 30th, the season opening back up with Utah versus the Pelicans. Is it a good game? I'm a Pelicans fan. I say, Brad, that's your team.
Yeah, I'm a Pelicans fan, so I'm watching it. I want to see Zion, I want to see Zoe. I want to see Brandon Ingram, Drew. I want to see my boys. Utah is a good team. Utah is a good team, quality matchup. But they gotta have. There's 3 teams that they want to see. Obviously, the first game and then the next game you're going about to say.
Yeah,
The 3 teams you want to see.
After that, you got the Clippers versus the Lakers.
Yeah.
So this is on Thursday, which I don't know. I feel like the first day could have been on a Friday or a Saturday.
Thursday night on TNT.
You're not doing that anyway.
But it's 6:30. It's 3:30 on the West Coast. Like, some people are working still.
Ooh.
I don't know. Somebody, not me.
Well, I mean,
All right, then on Friday, it's doubleheader. And the 4 games on Saturday with ESPN. And then you got ABC, 2 games. On Sunday, the Trailblazers versus Celtics. I'm looking forward to that game.
I am
the Bucks
too.
versus Rockets. So we got some dates. We got a schedule. We got some names to faces. We got some players holding out and got some players getting signed. So, Priest, let's start with you. Yeah, what you thinking, man? How you feeling?
I'm excited. I'm still kind of leery and a little bit pessimistic. I mean, I hope the season starts. I do want to see basketball. I am anticipating it. I love the format. I think it's just like a big AAU type of thing. It's like, you got but it's just NBA players. They about to play. Then you got LeBron over here about to play. You watch Zion. I think it's about to be amazing. To see all this talent. Hopefully nobody gets sick or anything like that. Everything runs smoothly, and really, to be honest, I don't necessarily care who the champion is. I mean, I care, but I just want to see the product. I want to see basketball. I want to see them go back and forth because at the end of the day, you got people who not coming. I mean, it's just everything is up in the air. I just want to see good basketball, and I want it to be competitive, and let the chips fall where they may. So, and I want to see the Pelicans and I want to see the Celtics. I want to see those 2 teams. I mean, everybody else, I'm cool on. I mean, I'm cool with watching them, but I really want to see those 2 teams.
Yeah. I'm just much like what Sam said. I'm ready for just to get back to playing. I got the Clippers winning it all, but I'm interested in seeing how good the Pelicans is. That's my team. I'm a Pelicans fan straight up. I'm ready for the product. I'm ready for I wanted to see for the try. It's pretty much the first league the major league that's going to start back. I think they start before the baseball. I could be wrong.
Baseball starts the 23rd or 24th.
So it's just going.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it's just we gonna see if is it gonna start on time? Is it gonna finish? And how this whole bubble thing is going to really work or not, right? And I think Adam Silver is the perfect commissioner to do it. You know what I mean? He's
Here we go.
as progressive as you can be. And I think I have full faith. I have full faith in him and figuring out the best solution for the whole thing to finish and keep it going and crown a champion.
Yo,
Damn, you don't?
Adam Silver, I'm telling you, he got a vaccine. Adam Silver figured out racism. Adam Silver is promoting all right.
He a healthy ally.
He
a healthy ally, bro.
Yo, is he not the best commissioner in sports? Well, what sports do you watch? What sports do you watch besides basketball and football?
Let me say this. Okay, when we say that is almost tantamount of us saying, and this is not a political show.
Come on, Sam. Don't say what I'm about to say.
Candidate. Right.
Is who?
Is Joe Biden the best presidential candidate?
No.
Man, they both terrible.
It's not the same thing.
Yes, it is. We're picking the lesser of 5 evils. You know what I mean? In a major sport.
What are you even talking about right now, bro? What are you talking about?
What?
So is Roger Goodell Trump? Is that what you're saying?
He closer to Trump. He closer to Trump than anything else. Anybody else?
My point is that like all this Adam Silver love, it's just like it'd be all right. It gotta stop.
Well, are you thinking that people only give him love because he treat black people nice or something?
I think that Adam Silver is just like any other commissioner, and we saw that when what's his name, Daryl Morey got in trouble for tweeting that crazy stuff for China and all that.
China stuff.
And, yeah, and we saw the real Adam Silver come out. He was limp. He was wishy-washy. He was on every side. He was trying to massage everything, and I didn't appreciate that.
I'm not.
If you're about it, then be about it. If you're not, just sit down somewhere.
I hear what you're saying, Sam. I hear what you're saying, but I can attack LeBron too. LeBron did the same thing. LeBron was totally against everything. What's his name said, but I'm not. Nobody gonna attack LeBron because he's for his people at least, right? So now I'm not. I understand what you're saying. If you for oppression for black people, should be oppression for everybody in the world, and say something about China.
No.
So what are you saying?
No. What I'm saying is, one, LeBron James is not a commissioner. What I'm saying is, if because my point was freedom of speech, right? We're for that, but when Daryl Morey says something about them doing bad things, supposedly, I'm not picking a side. Adam Silver, he wanted him and Han about the whole situation. Like he him and Han. Oh well, we don't want to upset China, but we also want to be about freedom of speech and this and da. If you're gonna be about it, be about it. That's all I'm saying. If you're not, sit on the sideline, my brother.
I hear you, but he haven't done nothing about a black issue. Or about the players, the issue of the players, he's been on the player side. Period.
Okay, Mike, we can move on because I don't even agree with that nonsense. Like, stop telling me that Adam Silver is on the side when players talk about sitting out and player empowerment. He's not on the side of that. That is not in his best interest.
They're sitting. People are sitting down. That's the topic. People are sitting down.
All right.
Yeah, y'all two in this Adam Silver NBA debate. I'm putting on a topic 1 week just for y'all, so we can just talk about it, not derail conversations.
I'm sorry.
I'm not saying Adam Silver's the black savior or nothing crazy. I'm saying he's better. He's better than one of the best commissioner, most progressive commissioner in all of.
Let me say this: somebody that watches hockey, their commissioner is terrible. Baseball commissioner is whatever.
Terrible.
He's
terrible.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, baseball still make a lot of money. Even
you see the Astros debacle?
Yeah. Oh my God, you're right. Yeah, you're right. That was terrible. So, but the Patriots cheating too. Goodell is not a terrible commissioner. People just hate him for some reason.
Goodell is literally a mouthpiece, so he's going to say whatever.
Thing.
Adam Silver. What's the first thing Adam Silver did? Got rid of Donald Sterling. On the basis of what? Keep it a buck. Let's talk about it. I know that's not the topic, Mike, but let's talk about it. He got rid of Donald Sterling on the basis of what?
Of a recording.
Donald Sterling.
How can you lose your team on just a recording, that illegal recording? You lost the team on illegal recording.
No. Donald Sterling was a bad owner. Reports came out even after that all the owners wanted Donald Sterling to go. He was cheap. He was an angry.
I'm sure Jim Dolan the same way.
I'm about to say Jim Dolan's terrible.
Okay, that's true. But at the same time, Donald Sterling was at an age and he did something at a specific time, and it was just a perfect storm. I'm gonna be honest.
You know what happened? LeBron, Chris Paul, all the major players said, "Yo, if he not off, we're boycotting the playoffs." And Adam Silver was like, "You're right. We can't have this happen." So he's gone.
So Adam Silver is Moses. Is that what you're telling me?
No, stop making it so extreme.
No, I'm just asking. Is Adam Silver Harriet Tubman? Tell me now. Tell me.
God.
Is Adam Silver Harriet Tubman? I get. He's just the savior.
Well, Sam, we were saying that he is more progressive than the other commissioners. That he is progressive compared to progressives, just compared to the conservative GMs that are running every other league.
I think that basketball itself, in the context of it, it's progressive, and I think
why?
No one ever said that.
No.
So
you only say that because of Adam Silver, because who was the commissioner before that?
I was about to say that, right?
Who was the commissioner before that?
Stern.
He was as conservative as a conservative be. He had a dress code. They had a dress code, bro.
He was not. Hey, that was conservative. and this is controversial, and I
Oh my God.
know it is, and I know it is.
Sam, we putting this up, bro. We putting this up. We
Right?
putting this up,
Let's
bro.
put it out there. Let's put it out there. I'm gonna just say it, and I'm sorry, but the league was getting out of hand. You can say whatever you want to say, but at the same time, and listen, you can say this. Watch Adam Silver as Russell Westbrook and everybody else keep wearing these crazy outfits, because in a minute somebody gonna throw a Lady Gaga and wear a meat suit, and Adam Silver's gonna stand up and say enough is enough.
No, not.
Y'all going too
No,
far.
not.
The only reason why he hasn't said anything, right, is because it's profitable. It's because it's profitable. It's because all these sponsors and all these clothing houses I'm telling you, the pregame show is just as much as the regular show. You see more clips of Russell Westbrook outfit than you see clips of Russell Westbrook turning
because they aren't glorifying blackness for how they dress. Like AI was. AI had the 5X pants with the jersey with the big diamond earrings. Like AI looked like he just got off the block with like, yo, I'll be back. I got a game. But versus Westbrook or Cam, they look like they're going to a Met Gala. So like you said, it's not as So, all right.
He's more progressive than anybody else.
I'm gonna throw that on a topic for y'all later. But so I said basketball is restarting, but is restarting for the first time in like 22 years without Vince Carter. He announced his retirement on his podcast. He said that he's officially done playing basketball professionally. So you might see Vince at a couple open runs.
3-on-3, big three.
Oh yeah, big three. I can see him in that. So half man, half amazing. 22 years. You know, we all know what he has done for the game. So just give me a little bit, Rad, about Vince and what you think about him as a player and just his career and about his retirement.
Vince is dope. Vince Carter is dope. He's like, I guess, the Dominique Wilkins of this generation. You know what I mean? He was not necessarily. He was a good player. He wasn't like an all-time. He not like a. I don't know. He's just Vince Carter is good. He's probably the greatest dunker of all time. I give him that. But he never changed it all the way to carry a team as far as to a final or nothing like that. But he was good for the entertainment of basketball, and we're gonna remember him as being the greatest dunker of all time, or one, 2 or 3 or 1 or whatever, top 3 for sure. And that's what I remember as the greatest dunker of all time. One of.
Listen, Vince had a great career. Let me start with love. He was a good player. And by longevity standards, I'm gonna be honest. By longevity standards, he probably will be a Hall of Famer. Generally, when you reach that 20,000 point threshold, you're a Hall of Famer. And if that's the case, then Antoine Jameson's a Hall of Famer, and that's either here nor there. But the NBA Hall of Fame is becoming to be relaxed. So
it's very relaxed. It's very relaxed.
Can you follow this? Mitch Richmond's Hall of Fame. I just want to put that out there. But anyway,
Mitch Trubisky.
No, Mitch Richmond is the Hall of Fame.
Oh, Mitch Richmond. Ron DMC.
Everybody in the Hall of Fame, bro.
Anybody. So, Mike, put that down as another topic, the Hall of Fame, and how we can make that better. But let me say this. I like Vince, but at no point Vince was a top 10 player, maybe top 15.
Well, you bugging. He was top 10, bro.
I'm just being honest. At no point, but I'll say this. This is why Vince is important, because Vince Carter is probably one of the most memorable non-top 50 players. Like,
give me another one. Give me another one.
All the non-top, you know what I mean?
Give me another one.
Players, Yao Ming. He's not Yao Ming is a memorable player, but he's
T-Mac top 50. T-Mac top 50.
Absolutely, T-Mac top 50. Absolutely, without question. Yes. So which I get my point. Like, he was a good player, but I just want everybody to be clear. Vince wasn't an all-time great. You know what I mean? Like, at all. But he wasn't. He was a really, really good, solid player. He had some highlights, and
some low lights.
He was who he was. So
I want to say I'm proud of y'all because I was not expecting this. Well, from Sam. Sam is always negative, but from Rad, I was not expecting this from you, bro. Because
I'm being
I
a keeper of the buck.
I respect Vince, but I'm not a huge fan of Vince because I'm not a huge fan of dunking. But that's probably because I couldn't dunk myself. I never really found it, too interesting. So I don't know. When I think of Vince, it is weird that you put it that way. Like I was trying to compare him to players. Like who is really comparable to Vince? Because like he's so popular.
please don't say Dominique
I
Wilkins.
was going to say that. But I'm saying it's weird to really compare him because he has this allure, like he's T-Mac, Iverson, Kobe. Like you would talk about him with them, but he wasn't that player.
Oh my god!
So
no. You know what's funny? Vince Carter really benefited from technology. Like, I'm gonna be honest, as Vince Carter was like soaring and doing all these dunks, technology was getting better. Clips were getting better. Of course, we had the top 10 on ESPN, but YouTube started to come into effect. You know what I mean? If you look at, the USA game when Vince Carter dunked on the 7-6 dude, I mean, that YouTube clip got hundreds of millions of views. But like that, honestly, I think that allure helped Vince. Exactly. Like even
he just happened to be one of the better dunkers of all time. That helps.
No, absolutely. I would never take that away. In-game dunking, and even like the dunk contest was one of the greatest, right?
Yeah, he did.
It was. It just was. So, So to be honest, Vince Carter is really living out that dunk contest. If you want to ask him,
bro.
All right.
But it's okay.
So it's funny because Sam. So I'm interested to hear your responses because I didn't tell y'all what we was about to do. It's just a game, and it's called "Tell Me If I'm Crazy." So this is a Vince Carter edition. So I have a list. I wanted to get like 10 players, but it was hard to really compare without disrespect. I didn't want to be disrespectful on the show, but I had some players I wanted to put on there and I didn't. Antoine Jameson was one of them, but I didn't put him. We can talk about it after. But so the game is tell me if I'm crazy. So I'm gonna say a player. I'm like, tell me if I'm crazy. I got this player over Vince. Then y'all say if I'm crazy or if I'm not. All right. So we'll start with y'all. So with the first one, I'm starting easy for y'all. I got T-Mac over Vince. Am I crazy?
No, you're not crazy.
No, absolutely not.
All right. I figured I start easy just to see. I didn't know how y'all felt about Vince. So let me put T-Mac on there to see.
T-Mac nice. I didn't think T-Mac deserved first ballot, but could have waited a little bit.
All right.
Wow.
All right. Now we're gonna see. We're gonna see what y'all saying. And this is me. This is my list personally, my personal list. But I got Manu over Vince. I'm more of a Manu fan.
Mobley?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's tough.
That's not crazy.
Hold on, let me think.
That's not crazy. If you
tell me
Manu career, even before the league, and ain't crazy.
Tell me if I'm crazy, Sam. Come on, preach. Let me know if I'm crazy.
I'm gonna say yes, and the only reason why I'm gonna say yes is because when Vince was with the Orlando Magic and they played the Lakers, he was awful in that series. He choked, and I seen Manu come up in big situations. So just for that alone, I'm gonna go with Manu Ginobili.
Vince didn't play against the Lakers in the finals.
I said Vince Carter when he played with the Orlando Magic, he played against the Lakers. Remember he missed those free throws. He was
in
terrible.
The finals.
You don't remember that?
In the finals, I don't think Vince played.
It wasn't Vince came the year after for the finals.
Yeah, it wasn't Vince. It was
Turkoglu. The finals?
It was Nelson. It wasn't Vince. Vince never made it to a final. I think he got to the
so
every year after. Like the Nets, he got to the year after.
When did he miss those free throws?
Sam, you were in my house. I was thinking about this.
I know. When was this?
I was thinking about this exact day. It was had to be 2010, 2011. And he missed a 3 to win the game that was awful.
Airball,
and then he
right?
missed some terrible,
He missed the free throws.
Yeah, he missed some terrible ball shots. It was like a playoff game, just a game.
Okay.
Nah,
Yeah, you're right.
Spurs against the Spurs or something.
They had Courtney Lee. And he missed that layup. I remember that.
JJ Redick.
But Sam, I said Manu over Vince. So we agree. But you said I'm crazy.
No. I didn't mean. I'm sorry to say that. That was just a. Yeah, I was just saying that.
All right, now this one is y'all might call me crazy. I put this one in here because I'm saving the last one for the last one. But I'm glad you mentioned. I know, right? I'm glad you mentioned that Orlando team, Rad. Cause this is my list. This is my personal preference. But I got Rashard Lewis over Vince.
All right.
dog.
I
was a Rashard Lewis fan. Yo, Supersonics, bro.
Okay.
Yo, bro. I'm just saying.
Okay, all right. The Vince disrespect, I thought I was bad. Now you
Bro. Yo, what?
Okay,
Yo, Mike.
You
Bro,
got
I'm just saying, bro.
Yo,
I'm
Mike.
just saying, bro.
You're crazy.
You talked about going to that chip.
Mike.
Lewis went to that chip. Yo,
You're crazy.
Officer G,
Mike.
bro. Lewis was that boy at Seattle.
You're crazy.
Mike.
You're crazy.
I'm
I'm
just
gonna say
saying.
crazy on that one.
I
Absolutely.
tell me if I'm crazy.
You're crazy, bro.
Why I'm
You're
crazy?
wild.
Tell me why I'm crazy.
That's just because it doesn't.
You
make
said
sense.
Rashard Lewis. That's why. You just brought him up.
Yeah.
Like nobody else besides his immediate family is talking about Rashard Lewis right now in the world.
Yeah,
Nobody.
I don't. Yeah,
Nobody's talking about that man right
kinda-
now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I'm just saying. I mean, the stats not too.
I remember he was like the highest paid player in the NBA for like a minute because Seattle was bugging. And they paid that man like mad bread. No.
I like he was terrible, but
He wasn't terrible, but he had like
he
great
was the
years.
stretch floor.
It's like it will be the equivalent of saying Chris Middleton is better than Joe Johnson, and it's just like that's just not true.
You could have said
Yeah,
like
man.
Jermaine O'Neal. You had to get like small.
I
people.
kept it.
Yeah.
I kept
Oh.
it. I kept it to smalls. I thought about Jermaine O'Neal. I didn't put him in there, but Jermaine O'Neal was my guy.
And he is better
But
than
I figured y'all would say that. But y'all know me. I'm a shooter. I usually go toward shooters that I like.
Michael Ray had a better chance, Mike. Michael Ray had a better chance.
Okay,
No,
no, I'm
what?
saying no to that
Come on.
shit. I don't know
No,
what
you
you're
might
talking about.
disrespect my
Michael
man.
Ray is better than Rashard
Yeah.
Lewis. He not better than Rashard Lewis?
What?
Michael Ray had like 2 years.
Yeah, what are you
Michael
talking
Red?
about?
Do y'all know who Michael
Yes.
Red is?
Do you know who
Listen.
Rashard Lewis is, bro? Go
Listen.
check. 'Cause you, I think you say this because you don't know the stats, bro.
No, you don't know Michael Red stats. What do you mean?
Michael Red was terrible. You could have said he don't.
I didn't say
Turkaloo.
that.
He don't
Bro,
Turkaloo
I thought about
with Jordan.
Turkaloo too.
You
I
got
thought about
Turkaloo on
Turkaloo.
It's better
No,
than
but-
Vince.
No, but his stats weren't even close to Vince.
It's not.
He-
He's not.
So I
Yeah,
couldn't-
two
I
good
couldn't do
years.
it.
What are y'all?
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
But
Y'all bugging.
but he's a Jordan of Turkey.
Yeah, the Turkey, right?
Yeah,
I
he's
didn't put him on
Jordan
the list,
of
right? I didn't put him on the list. I thought about it.
Who's the
But
Jordan
I'm
of your
like-
neighborhood? It's a Jordan of your neighborhood right now, but we're not gonna put him on the list. Bink
Yo.
is Jordan of your neighborhood. He ain't nobody on the right list.
I throw Marky D on the list. What up? I see way more Marky D games. I see Vince games.
He ain't on your list.
Mike, who was the last? Who was the other
All
person?
right.
'Cause we-
All right, the
it's
last
been up
one.
for us.
All right, the last one is, and I think this is close. And I didn't even love this player while he played, but looking back on his game, I respect it a lot more. Let me know what y'all think. And I feel like these two, I seen these two close in rankings when I looked, and that's Sean Marion.
Whew.
The Matrix.
Yes.
What y'all think?
Yes.
I'm
gonna say
crazy.
Yes.
I'm
No,
crazy.
you're not crazy. No,
I'm not
Sean Marion
crazy,
is
so-
better than Vince. Ah.
Ooh, that's tough, right? I told you I'm
Yeah.
saving it for last.
I'm gonna say
you're
you're not crazy. I'm gonna say you're not crazy because
You're not crazy.
if you want to have a better glue piece on your team, you taking Sean Marion because he just do more.
Lock
He just
up.
do more. Like he
But-
played
but like-
defense on a higher level. His 3-point got better somehow, some way. And
Vince Carter is like, when was Vince Carter a creator? Like, did I miss that segment of his career?
he averaged 27 like one
No, no, no.
year.
Okay, but like, I take that back. When Vince Carter played for the Nets, Vince Carter was the man, right?
I'm a in
Well, Kid
Toronto.
was there though.
Toronto. Too.
I know, I'm
Toronto.
saying, like,
Toronto.
But
Toronto, he was the man. He was the man.
Was he though?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
was the man.
It was trash, bro.
Yeah,
Well,
man,
hell,
but- okay,
who-
I'm gonna switch
who
it.
was
I'ma
there?
switch it.
All over
I'ma go
Candy
back
or
to
something?
Vince. I'm gonna go back Vince. I'm gonna say Vince better. This is
I'm
why.
gonna say Vince. I am gonna say Vince.
I'm gonna
But,
say Vince
but
simply.
I'm not crazy for saying that. Though.
You're not crazy,
No, not at all.
but Vince. I guess it's going against my Ginobili thing, but Vince attempted to carry a team. Attempted to like. Sean Marion was never ever put in that position ever to be the best
Right.
or second best player on his team. So I can't.
Right.
I don't
No,
know.
when he was in what
I-
Phoenix was with Kid or Nas, the Matrix. That when the whole Matrix started. He was dunking
Yeah,
on
but
people too.
the Stoudemire came and it was over. Like,
Brad,
Yeah.
I attempted to throw 2,000 yards in high school, but do I get points? Like I
I'm
don't know
saying,
what
like
we're talking
Sean
about.
Marion,
Hey, what are we saying?
he
Yo,
not in the Hall
bro.
of Fame. I don't know if he getting in.
No, he was very close.
Did he get
When I
20,000?
seen with records, I don't know. Like
Vince is
when it
getting in
ranked,
first ballot.
it
Vince
ranked
getting in
small
first ballot.
forwards. Like I seen some having Marion over him.
All
I
right.
seen,
Vince getting in first ballot.
Vince averaged 28 with New Jersey the first year he was there.
yeah, no, we didn't say he wasn't good,
What did he say? Was he gonna say
Okay.
he was the man in
but that's the thing about Vince.
Toronto?
If you just going to be a scorer, just like scorer, then you
I
gotta
think
average
about it.
like 33, 35.
Vince
Like,
is
you-
Kobe
still,
averaged 35. So
Yeah, like,
Vince-
but you can't just average 27 with like 4 assists and 3 rebounds. If you're gonna be a scorer, then you gotta score. Or you
I'm
gotta, like you said, average 27 and like 7 at least. Or 6.
I'm taking Vince over Manu. I'm switching my pick. Vince is still not necessarily great, but I am taking him over Manu. But I will say that I think Vince has suffered because when I'm thinking about it, he was just in a bad light. You know what I mean? Kobe Bryant, Tracy McGrady, Dwayne Wade. It was just like so many wing players
not an
that
excuse.
kind of
He just named 2 people. He literally just named 2 people. Like you named 2 people, Sam.
But at the same time, but we look at him in a bad light because of that. Even like Paul Pierce, somebody like Paul Pierce is like Vince Carter was never those players, but he was still like a really, really good player, especially in
Could
his
he have
earlier
not been
years.
Paul Pierce? Could he have not had the career of Paul Pierce?
No, because he wasn't the truth. It's unfortunate.
I'm just
But he
saying,
wasn't.
but I'm saying like I'm not talent wise. Paul Pierce is just super more talented than Vince Carter. He's not. He's just not.
No, he's not. You're right. He's
He's just not. So
He's not.
it's on him. It's on Vince. He got to great teams. He got to the Nets after they went to the 2 straight finals. He got to
Yeah.
Dallas after they lost to the finals. He got to Orlando after they went to the finals. He got to teams after the finals. He didn't propel those boys to the next level.
Yeah.
That's on him.
I think it was that Dallas series. I don't know. Vince Carter missed a lot of free throws. One
It
game.
might
Y'all
have been
remember
Dallas. It might have been Dallas.
that? Yo, y'all remember that?
Yeah, he
All
was
right,
at my
Mike.
house. So
Okay.
all right. I was kind of half joking about the Rashard Lewis. I knew I would get that reaction. I was a Rashard Lewis fan, but I don't think he was better than Vince.
I gotta go look at
I
my
know,
Michael Rev stats. Real
But
quick,
I wanted to put Paul Pierce up there, but I'm like, nah, Paul Pierce. I think that'd be
10 times.
2 across the
It's
it ain't
board.
10
2 across
times,
the
but he's
board.
better.
You put Joe Johnson.
But-
Put Joe Johnson. Joe Johnson or Vince
But
Carter.
yeah, I could have put. I would go Vince because Joe just never cared, bro. He just never cared, bro. Like I never see somebody so laissez-faire
I go
while
Joe
playing
though.
the game.
Joe
Yeah,
got
wow.
it though.
And-
Joe
and-
got
and-
it.
and
Yo,
you gotta
Joe.
think,
Joe
Joe
got
Johnson, big 3 career. You gotta put that in there.
it. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, don't put that in there. He was
Yo,
balling, but
yo.
don't put that in there.
Joe Johnson played in the TBT on Saturday. I see.
Did
that.
he?
No, he not.
Yes, he is.
He got it though. He won
Bro,
a Joe got it.
bro.
Is he broke? Hey, what is he doing?
No, he got bread. He was
I
like the
know.
highest paid player in the league at one point.
No, he
Like
was.
Joe
on a
got
6
bread.
man on the bench or something. It was
Joe
crazy.
got bread.
He was getting checks.
He
He
still
got
getting
bread.
checks.
Atlanta gave him mad bread.
All right, so before we get off here, we did mention Paul Pierce because Vince was on his retirement tour, but it got cut short. So we seen Kobe have his. Paul Pierce tried, he wasn't as successful.
Ain't
D
Kobe.
Wade has his. Now we have Vince. What are your opinions of the retirement tour? And did Vince, was he deserving of one? So he have tried to get his retirement tour. You think he is of that stature to be with the likes of Kobe? 'Cause you say he not Wade and Paul Pierce. So why should he be doing his retirement tour?
I think I want to say this. I am over retirement tours, right? Like I'm just over them. But at the same time, for Vince Carter, I think he is deserving only because I think Vince Carter gets the respect of his peers. And when I say peers, I just mean simply those who are in the league and even out the league to some degree. Like most younger players come into the league and like Vince is a household name. For whatever reason, he's a household name. Whether or not he reached the full potential that he should have, that's neither here nor there. But Vince Carter was heavily touted. He went to North Carolina. I mean, he had a great NBA career. I'm not gonna front on him. And I think he probably did enough to warrant people celebrating him as he went out the league, especially playing for as long as Vince Carter played for years.
20,
Bro,
he
every
was six.
time people dunk, you jump up in the air, you say Vince before you dunk, right?
I have no idea. I don't dunk, so
Yeah, I never said that. I don't
No,
even know
that's a whoever. That's a Tony joke. That's Tony. That was his argument.
oh yeah.
I don't remember that.
Like nobody
Yo,
says Vince when they
bro,
dunk.
yo,
Bro. Nobody.
bro,
says-
I
remember that. I remember
Yo,
that.
bro, I remember that. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It was a
That
terrible
at
take.
your house, Mike.
And I was
Right?
on his.
Yeah,
And I was on his
that
side.
was
I was on his
yeah.
side. It was a
Yo,
terrible
we
take.
we talking about like the Kobe or the Moss thing. Or
Yeah, I was
something?
there.
Yeah, we all was. That's why I brought it
That
up.
was terrible. Yeah, that was
Oh
terrible.
my
That
god.
was terrible take.
I was trying to be nice, like no, but I was like, nah, I just don't dunk. But I forgot it was a Tony joke. All right, go ahead. Sam.
But
I mean, Rad.
it's. I mean, obviously he got the respect of his peers, like Sam said, and obviously got the respect of like NBA circles. The fact to even be on the roster, 41, 42 years old, really just taking somebody else playing time that's in the G League essentially. So for him to do that, he has to be either a good man, a good person, and be great for around the guys. I guess I'm thinking you want to get into coaching or something along the lines of something, maybe GM, something for him to even want to be in the league that long. Just going from team to team to team. The last 5 years is different team and stuff. So that now over retirement tours. I mean, they should be reserved for the true elite. No, I don't think Vince was of that ilk. Neither did I think Paul was. But I think Kobe, D Wade, Dirk, all three of them was on their original team as well. So I think that helped a lot, them being on their teams. Paul was a wizard, and Vince really, I don't know what team I guess Toronto, but he don't really even got a home. Where would he go to do that? He was in Atlanta. You know what I mean? I think as though elite players, those elite players who on the original team, I mean, maybe have some exceptions, you know what I mean? But those elite players that's on a team that they've been there for a minute and have some real memory with, it should be safe for them. Like LeBron coming up, or I can't think of somebody before him, but I don't know if Melo gonna get one. Probably not, but I don't think he in the elite of elite.
Absolutely not.
But how you seem to other players, like LeBron is definitely gonna get one. You know what I mean? I don't know. I can't think of another player that's gonna get one, like a Dirk or Wade. But
you have to be loved, or you just have to be so great that it's undeniable.
yeah,
Right. And I think Vince falls into the love category. Like he was just loved. He was Vince never, to my knowledge, he never necessarily got into like any trouble. I guess he was a good teammate to everybody. You know what I mean? Like he was never an issue from, if my recollection is good. And so that's why I think we're celebrating Vince. You know what I'm saying? Like Kobe, everybody didn't necessarily love Kobe, but rest in peace. But Kobe was, he was a dog. I mean, he was a top 5 player all the time.
I can't think of that next guy. Who the next guy?
To get a retirement tour?
Yeah.
I mean,
Like
I don't know if
deserve
LeBron James
one?
want one.
Deserve one? Who you
but
think
LeBron
gonna get one?
James- LeBron James, for
That's the only
sure.
one I can think of, really.
I mean,
Yeah, I don't want to say he old as hell now, so he.
yeah, LeBron James will get one.
That's it.
Steph Curry will get one.
I know, but he probably got a little bit more time. KD's.
I mean, yeah, but if all things be equal, he should be able to get one.
Yeah, I think LeBron, the most recent one the most upcoming one I can think of is LeBron. I can't think of nobody else.
No, for
That's
sure,
what I'm saying,
because he's
comparing
old.
to Dirk and like having Wade, Dirk, Kobe, all those like retiring around the same time. That's why I'm not saying that. My argument is like I'm not necessarily over them because they're gonna be reserved for those elites, and it's not gonna happen every year. This just happened. It's like a little cluster of some. But
Right.
the next one
Yeah,
I think
it's
is gonna probably be
yeah.
LeBron. Like who
Yeah,
else gonna do
Dwight
that?
Howard shouldn't get one.
Dwight is
Dwight
not.
Howard.
He's not. You know what I mean? He's not. Chris
Yeah,
Paul
this-
probably not going. Nah, probably not.
I don't think he should. I'm gonna be
I don't
honest.
think Chris Paul gonna get one.
Yeah, like, he should.
Because when I think of retirement tour, to me it's like, oh shit, this is my last chance to go see this person. Like I wanted to go see Kobe so bad,
Me too.
so bad. So like to the point, and then this year I want to see LeBron before he retired. So I bought tickets to the Lakers game this year.
I'm good.
I wanted to see. Me and my dad wanted to go see the Clippers. I bought tickets to that game too. But like it's like, who do I want to see? I wanted to see AI. I wanted to see Kobe. I wanted
AI
to
didn't
see
get one.
Brown.
He got kicked
So
out.
these are the players like I gotta see them while they're in person. Vince Carter could have went through Indiana. He could have went through Detroit. I have never once said, "Oh, Vince in town. Let me go see him." So no, Vince didn't need a retirement tour. I respect his 22 years. A lot of people, I don't know, people went to the game to go see Vince. And they're like, "Oh, say Vince playing tonight." So, but retirement
In his
tour.
early years.
I reserved for the
Just-
top 15
yeah,
players
just
for real. Top 20, top
yeah.
30, like top 3 at your position, like Dirk and D-Wade and Kobe were the last 3. Like Dunbar,
Yeah.
like you can't talk without them.
This is the last time that you get to see me. So come out and buy tickets.
period.
Vince
For
Carter
sure.
to me doesn't do that.
Atlanta, the home tickets of Atlanta itself wasn't selling out. Let alone somebody going to see Vince somewhere. Like that wasn't happening.
All right. So we did reminisce with Vince and go back a little bit. But I want to go back 10 years for us because June 25th marked our 10-year graduation anniversary from high school. We owe y'all boys. We owe.
Woo.
So
Crazy.
everyone talk about the class of 2020 and how they can get a graduation because of COVID. So we feel bad for them, and we want to graduation big deal. Want to make sure they're good, but we didn't get our 10-year reunion. So
That's a fact.
you already know, unless we still have it. If we do, I'm not going.
I'm not going either.
Yeah, I'm not going.
But y'all know how it would have been. We've been sitting there talking, laughing, but like, damn, she got big, she hit. Then he still ain't doing nothing. Like how we get when we get around people. So let's reminisce 2010. So I asked y'all to put a best of together. So we got best movie, best song, best album, best artist, best athlete, best team, and best sporting event of 2010. This is only for the year 2010, the year that we graduated. So let me start first. Movie. I'm not gonna lie, it was a bad year for movies. 2010. It was a bad year for movies. I didn't see a lot.
Oh,
Only one
my
movie that I
goodness.
seen and that I love, and that was Toy Story 3. I'm going Toy Story 3,
All
best
right,
movie
we got
2010.
All right, we
That's
shutting
cool.
this down, man.
That's cool.
Hey,
I respect Toy Story
all
3.
right.
That's
Yeah,
the one that's
bro,
about to cry. Everybody's crying because they
almost
about to,
cried, bro. I took my
didn't.
nephews
Are
to
you
that
saying-
joint.
Oh, wait a minute. Are you saying like you actually like this is from 2010, or you're just saying since then? Like looking back at those movies, you get what I'm saying?
Oh no. Well, yeah. I'm looking back now. I'm
Okay,
looking at the
okay.
movies that was out there, and I'm like,
Okay.
this is the best
All right.
movie that to me.
That's insane, but okay.
I
You're
Bro,
just-
I know what you're gonna say. It's probably gonna be the movie that I hated the most.
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna say
All
that.
right,
but
well,
okay.
go ahead. You next.
Oh, I
Since
gotta
my
go.
movie so bad.
Oh, you just doing movies one at a
Um,
time? You gonna do it one
Yeah,
at a time?
we go
All
movies one at a
Okay,
time.
okay.
Bet.
I have one that won and one is runner up. The one that won is the Social
Terrible.
Network. The Social
Oh,
Network.
Oh my god. Okay.
That was probably the best movie this decade.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's probably the best movie this decade. Aaron Sorkin did an amazing job. I recommend that to anybody. And a runner-up is The Town.
The Town was good.
An amazing
Ben
movie.
Affleck, that was
An
good.
amazing, yes, an amazing movie. And I was instructed. I don't know if anybody else was, but I was instructed to give a worst list as well. And I'm ready for that too. So let me throw this in there.
I figure it'd be on par with your negativity.
Yeah, and the worst movie is Inception. It
Thank
was
you.
terrible.
Oh my god. Oh
And
my
That's
god.
my
And
number one movie, guys.
Yes, thank
That's
you,
my number
Sam.
one movie.
And I'm gonna
I
be
thought
honest.
you were gonna say that.
Inception
Terrible.
is the best movie of
I knew you was-
2010.
We're gonna say wavelength.
Inception is
I'm
the
gonna be
best movie of
honest,
2010.
If
Y'all
you
are
ask,
bugging.
if you ask
Awful.
100 people, 99 of them will tell you they still don't know what's going on in that movie.
In Inception, how you not understand what's going on in
Red is
Inception?
the one. And
come
Red
on.
is the one.
Yeah,
Inception is a great movie. For one, Leonardo DiCaprio is top. Yo, he one of the best. Bro, he one of the best
Yeah.
actors
No,
out
So
here.
my top 3.
He one of the best. He might be one. If I wasn't black, I might say he won on some real. Guys, keep it a buck.
Nah,
He
not
might be one.
He's not one. But
He
but
not he
but
he not over Denzel, but
yeah,
I put him 2.
He real close.
he had a great performance in that movie. The movie was just bad.
The movie was great. Inception, the best movie of 2010. The worst movie is The Last Airbender.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
God.
Yo, oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Listen,
That's right.
Oh, the
movie
worst
was awful.
movie ever created was The
Ever.
Last Airbender. I'm a big fan of the Airbender Avatar on Nickelodeon.
Oh my
One of the
God.
best
Netflix.
cartoons ever of all time. And they came with that. Oh my God. I went to see it in 3D. I spent $25, $30. I
Listen,
was highly upset.
Hey, yo, say,
Highly upset.
He was 17 too.
Oh,
So I did
listen.
$23.
Oh,
Listen.
highly upset.
listen. Let me say this. Because I seen this movie twice, and these two may know why I had to see it twice. But Avatar,
See,
a
yo,
terrible movie.
that yo,
The
man.
blue, the blue people?
yo, it
Yes.
came out in 2009, Sam.
It
Came out
did.
in December of 09. That's why. December of 09. That's why I didn't put it. Bro, I fell asleep at that movie when we
Y'all
all
are
went to go see it.
big bugging right
We
now.
all went to see
Yeah,
it, right?
we only go see it. I fell asleep on it.
Okay.
Bro, me, Angie, her mom, and brother watched it last week. I fell asleep on it again.
God.
I've never
So
seen that
y'all
movie
really gonna
in
tell me
entirety.
Avatar and Inception are bad movies?
I didn't say it was a bad movie. I
Whoa,
just I
whoa.
fell asleep on it twice.
Inception
Well-
is a bad movie? Y'all really?
Oh my god, it's
It's-
awful.
yeah.
I've never seen it since I
That
left
was a
theater.
great movie.
Inception
bro.
was the worst movie of 2010. I agree with that, Mike. All right.
All right,
That was
so
a great movie.
you
Y'all
wildin'. All right,
Wow.
when
when this go up,
I'm
y'all
gonna add it to
gonna
the
get-
list.
a lot of comments gonna be at y'all neck. He said social
Nah.
network. You said Toy
Yeah, I
Story
know.
3 over Inception. Oh my god, y'all need to come with some heat. Y'all came with Toy Story 3 in the social network. Like y'all bugging. Like
The social network
y'all didn't come with
is
heat.
Yo.
this
Y'all need to
decade.
come with heat.
Well,
Oh my
for one,
God.
you said that people was crying at my movie. But I prefaced this by saying 2010 was a bad year for movies.
Inception.
No,
I said
the social
that.
network. Oh, all right. Wow. But okay.
Bro. Oh my god, bro. Justin Timberlake? Like, what are you talking about? What are you doing
Yeah,
here?
what? Did y'all hear? Okay.
That's out of
Alright,
time.
bro.
I think that's out of
Nah,
time.
yeah, we out of time.
No,
No,
y'all just not
he
cultured.
wasn't that. All right.
Oh, he wasn't. I ain't see
Okay.
Social Network.
Okay. All right. So song, I was torn with this, but I
He
changed.
didn't see it. Rad didn't even see the movie and he's screaming. All right, Mike. go.
I know, right.
Go,
The
Mike,
movie.
go.
It wasn't. I watched it like a couple months ago. It wasn't all that.
You remember we can buy some anyway. Just go.
Song. I went with BMH by Rick Ross.
BMF?
Only BMF. Oh, yeah, I said BMH. My bad. Like so, goddamn insurance company. BMF. Rick Ross. That's what I went with. Go ahead, Sam.
All right. It's tough for me. Let me just. Can I just name like a couple and I'm gonna just pick my one.
Well, you don't want to take Raz though.
Well,
That's
I already know
Inception.
Rads.
Oh, what is it?
Okay. It's between two. I had BMF down. I had Monster down.
Ooh. Yeah, he taking
but-
mine. It's not as you saying right now. Like,
I'm
it's
sorry.
not Monster though. It's being.
I told you.
It's not Monster.
But the two that I had.
Monster
and
is
this
up there.
This is controversial. No Hands and Pretty Boy Swag, and it's tough for me.
I didn't know No Hands came out. I'm sorry. I'm
No
switching
Hands
it.
came out in
It's
2010.
No Hands. It's No Hands.
Right.
Yeah,
Sorry, it's No Hands.
for
I
me,
had no hands down
Hands.
on
That's
my
what I'ma
joint
say.
for the longest
hands.
time. I changed it.
for me, it's Pretty Boy Swag, and the reason why is because I started listening to that song today, and my mind went straight to our man Mark Horn.
It's a fact.
Rest in peace, my brother. Like
I
to
thought
see
about that
Mark
too.
when that song went on. Oh man,
Kappa
man.
Status came out.
Yeah, it brought back the feeling, man. It brought back the
Those
feeling.
4 songs just take me back. I was in Virginia that year, and it was the college party.
Yo.
Nuts.
Listen,
Like
listen.
No Hands,
I-
BMF, bro.
listen. I was just telling somebody.
No Hands, No Hands, my number 1 though. Wale and Roscoe and Flock, all of them. That's my number 1. I gotta go No Hands.
For sure.
I gotta go No Hands.
All right.
Oh.
Sam, what's the worst song of 2010?
Worst song of 2010 is First Day of School by Soulja Boy.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, exactly. What happened was I was going through all the worst songs, and I saw Pretty Boy Swag on the album, and I'm like, okay, I know Soulja Boy had to have a bad song on this album. All of them were bad besides Pretty Boy Swag. Well, Speakers Going Hammer was okay. I remember that. But that song I heard first day of school might have been the worst song of all time.
Yeah, I think I remember that joint.
I don't remember
I
that.
haven't listened to it since 2010. All right, so
Look at that. Hold on.
and
Remember that song Soulja Boy had something I got a report card and that had all D's on it? Did he have that
throw,
song?
throw,
D's
throw,
on
throw
that.
some D's on that. Bitch.
That was
It was Rich Boy's song. Throw
But
some
he-
D's
he
on the
flipped it.
car,
He
but he
flipped
flipped
All
it.
right, all right.
He
Yeah,
flipped
it was I appreciate that interruption, Sam.
Okay.
talk about those.
I'm sure Chamillionaire had a terrible song. So,
You get me rolling. All right. So by album, I went Flockavelli by Waka Flocka. Only cause, bro, rap.
yo, no, Mike.
Oh,
No,
look at
Mike.
discography.
Do y'all know
Harder
the
to
album came
Paint?
out in 2010?
Hard, yes, I do.
Yes.
But
The best
I-
album
I-
of 10
I-
years came out in
I
2010.
wasn't messing with Kanye then, bro.
That was a classic.
Flockavelli, go hard in the paint, no hands, Grove Street. Yo, bro,
That was a classic.
That's why I didn't put no hands in my
Right.
favorite joint because I knew I was putting Flockavelli in my album. I looked in the
I'm just like-
album. Thank Me Later came out by Drake. I was
Terrible.
straight, but I wasn't messing with Kanye really back then, so that's why I put Flockavelli number one. Go ahead, Sam.
Now listen, I'm not off of that. Like Flockavelli was a classic. But I will
It is a
say,
classic.
My Beat of Her Dark Twisted Fantasy is the best album. It is that.
It
I
is. You can't argue it.
I can't. I just can't in good conscience say it's not. Now, Tough Wine God came out. That was fire. And I will say, I got to say this because I'm a J. Cole fan. It was a mixtape, but Friday Night Lights was simply amazing. It was
really
amazing.
Good. It was really
It-
good. I'm
It
a
was
J. Cole
amazing.
fan. It was good.
Okay, it was amazing, and if, I'm gonna just throw this in there for
This is a
for
mixtape.
the people.
It's a mixtape.
Last Train to Paris. Last Train to Paris was fire. And y'all can say whatever y'all want to say, but you can go right.
None of these are better than my Dark Twisted.
No, it's not. Not at all. It was the best album. That was
All right.
yeah,
All right.
it's classic.
That's clear.
All right, well, I'm glad we could agree to disagree. I knew I was in the club. Was no Kanye getting played in that
You
thing.
wasn't in the club, Mike.
I
Monster,
went once every like 3 months.
In 2010,
Monster,
Yeah,
Power.
Niagara Falls.
nobody was in the club. You was in the
all
club?
of the
College,
lights.
college
What are you
here,
talking about? All of the lights.
Oh yeah.
That song was always getting played in the club.
bro. Go hard in the paint. Grove Street is a party. It's a party. We was mobbing.
No, you're right.
No hands.
Yeah, it was. I mean,
No.
yes, a club, but that album, bro, that
I got
Chris Rock
twerked.
interlude. Oh
Yo,
my
the
god,
twerk,
that
the
joint
no
was great.
hands.
Big Brother,
The
Come
twerk,
on,
the
bro.
no hands.
Right.
Come on, bro. You
Flockavelli
can't beat it.
Flockavelli is
I
a
know.
classic. It is a
All
classic.
right,
I'm not
so-
arguing it. I'm not arguing.
Artist. I think
Wait.
What album?
Recovery by Eminem. It's terrible. and I Am Not a Human by Lil Wayne. That was awful.
It was bad.
Awful.
I'm a Wayne head.
I
that's
hate
terrible.
Eminem, so I'm glad you said that. Yeah, it was ranked number 2 or something when I was looking up. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah,
was dope.
Because it's so crazy. It went not diamond, but
Yeah.
it went like triple platinum, quadruple
Not
platinum.
bad. All right, so artist, I'm kind of cheating here, but I try hard. Rad, I swear to you, Rad, all my might, I was looking for people to put here. I was grasping at straws, and at the end of the day, I just in my own right mind, I could not say that Jay-Z was not the best artist because you could ask me now, ask me in 2010, ask me in 2000 after or whenever Blueprint 2 came out. Jay-Z has been my favorite artist since then. And Blueprint 3, your favorite album of that year, came out in 2009. So he was coming off that high. So I'm just gonna say Jay-Z because at no point has he not been my favorite artist. So
The Blueprint 3 is your favorite album?
Rad favorite album.
Oh, I'm about to say.
Never heard it.
Go check. I got documentation if anybody want to see it. Go
All
ahead.
right. I too like yes, Jay-Z, you know, he is, but so I didn't include Jay-Z. And
Why?
I just didn't. I don't know. I just didn't include him for some reason. I mean, he is.
I was trying not to.
Yeah.
I was trying to make it more 2010ish, but I just
For me, it was weird because I gotta say J. Cole, man, because I had just listen. What happened was Drake kind of ruled kind of like our junior and senior in high school, and then like 2010 we graduated. That's when I went like to Kenesha's first year, and like J. Cole took like I'm talking about like in our circle, like J. Cole like took over. Like when he dropped Friday Night Lights, I remember like, man, we was I took summer classes, and me and my friends, we listening like from start to finish to the whole mixtape. So like it is J. Cole, but also I will say like I thought like best in the sense of like just the year. And so I picked Kanye West because he put out a classic. And I remember Kanye West had the Good Friday. Well, Mike don't know, but like he had the Good Fridays, the mixtape joint that was fire. And then he had the performance by the VMAs. I don't know if y'all remember Dan.
All Red,
right?
right?
Dan came into school like it was the greatest thing in the world. Like it was crazy, man. It's crazy.
He wore All Red.
And that was when Kanye West was black. He said, remember he said George Bush
like black people.
Yeah, like he was with us at the time.
Yeah, I was gonna lean towards Kanye. I think Kanye was at highest heights, you know, that dropping the album was that 4 or 5 straight albums. He just was couldn't, what was he doing wrong? Nothing. It was like, this man is a beast. But I'm gonna switch it up here. I'm gonna go Chris Brown. I'm gonna go Chris Brown because he was coming back and he was about to drop Fame. Fame, I'm not gonna say is his best. It's tied him and his first album and Fame for me are his 2 best albums he ever had. Them are great albums. So Chris Brown was coming back from the whole whatever was happening. He was because
that'll be the whole whatever. You know what happened.
Yeah, but it's mixed stories now. It's mixed stories now. So I'm not trying to cast person on nobody. For the assault and all that stuff. But the album in between before Fame didn't do Crawl. I love the song Crawl. That was my joint. It didn't do that good. And then Fame came out. He was
really
fire, dog. So I'm gonna go Chris Brown. He killed that.
I wanted to put him
2010 going into 2011. Chris Brown was on fire.
I wanted to put him, but that whole thing with Riri happened. Like
yeah. I know. That's why
that stench was still on them.
It's tough, but that boy
and
fire.
He put out Chris Brown put out Fan of a Fan.
Oh yeah,
with Deuces and all that. Like he was fortunate in 2010.
No,
I mean, like
Chris came out. He came. Everybody thought he was done. Boys literally thought Chris was done, and he came and said, "Nah." And he turned up. He turned up that year.
I'm glad you said Deuces because I thought your worst song was gonna be Bear Rock, Sam. After you called the whole YMCMB corny.
Oh no!
You would go with Bear Rock as the corniest song.
It was terrible. But worst.
It was terrible. Even Drake versus terrible.
Worst artist. I don't know if y'all remember Mike Posner. Do y'all remember Mike Posner?
No, bro.
Yeah, I gotta look him up, man. I remember the song too. It's something like "Feel Me," something. I can't remember the song. He had a single, something, but he was just like trying to act black. Like he was like a fake Justin Timberlake. So he got more worse.
Never do
that. I never heard of Mike Posner.
I'm crazy.
For athlete, I put Serena. I put Serena down.
Respect.
Well, she won Wimbledon.
She probably did the Grand Slam that year, right?
No, I don't think she did the Grand Slam, but she won Wimbledon.
I remember that.
You know, she was just her dominance was just crazy around that time. So Serena, especially like I say, her sport is by herself. It's not like the team sport. So like, man, she dominating everybody. So
Serena, that's never never put Serena down with Serena. That's your pick.
It was funny like looking this stuff up, man. This is when that Tiger Woods debacle happened, man. Like,
there's one answer here.
It's Kobe Bryant.
I know who you're gonna say.
Yeah, it's Kobe Bryant. It's not even like I was thinking. I was like, wait, hold on, it's Kobe Bryant. It's not. I don't even know what we're talking about. Like, it's by far Kobe Bryant. It is literally nobody else but Kobe Bryant.
Like I don't. If you want me to talk, Mike, I can. Kobe Bryant. Nah, I stopped there. It was Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Okay, I wanted to put Kobe, but I put for the team. I put the Lakers, and I put the Lakers because they went back to back. Kobe just got his 5th. It was like, is he about to get his 6th with Jordan? My man, Metta World Peace got his 1st. So the Lakers, they were riding a high off a back to back and coming for a 3rd one. So I put the Lakers down as the best team of 2010.
Let me backtrack a little bit. Let me give you my worst athletes. I didn't say it. This is near and dear to my heart. CJ Spiller. We picked him and he was god awful.
He was a good returner sometimes.
He had
all time.
What year did he have his crazy joint?
What
Like
crazy what?
5 point something yards of carry.
Probably his rookie.
I don't remember that. He was terrible. But also I got another one, Efe Udo from Baylor. I don't know if y'all remember him. Tall Efe Udo. And listen. Daniel Orton from Kentucky, the center. Remember when they had Eric Bledsoe, John Wall, DeMarcus Cousins? I'm missing somebody, and then it was Daniel Orton.
The power forward. Dark skin dude. What's his name?
Patrick Patterson.
No, they had him, and they had
Jones,
Lefty.
right?
Lefty
Jones.
Lefty. I forgot his name. Jones.
Tyrus
Jones.
Tyson Jones. Tyrus Jones.
I don't know.
Name.
I know.
No,
I can't remember his name.
LSU. But
Nah.
No, he talk about he talk about. I know he talk about number 6. I think he had he went to Houston. He played for Houston. Lefty, power forward. I forgot
I'm
his
looking
name.
him up.
Forgot his name. Terrence
I don't know
Terrence
who
Jones.
he's
I forgot Terrence Jones. No, it ain't Terrence.
Yeah,
No.
Terrence Jones.
Is it Terrence Jones?
It might have been. Yeah. Terrence Jones.
I think it's Terrence Jones. Lefty. Yeah. Terrence Jones. There you go.
But he didn't play with DeMarcus Cousins, did he?
I think he did.
Yo,
Oh, what year was that?
tripping. I'm talking about Eric Bledsoe, John Wall. Remember when they came out?
Yes,
DeMarcus
bro.
Cousins.
Yes.
John Wall
Yeah,
was
bro.
number 1. DeMarcus Cousins was 7th. Eric Bledsoe was 22. Patrick Patterson was the other one. And then it was
Okay.
Daniel Orton. He was 29. I remember like it was, that was that year. Daniel Orton was terrible.
Maybe
He never played.
Jones came the next year. Maybe Jones came the next year with Tiglo brother or something like that. Maybe that's
Yeah, I think it was probably you getting your facts and stuff. But
He'll be talking.
but the best team, I would say the Lakers too. I'm with Mike on that.
Yeah, it's the
Brad,
Lakers. It's the Lakers. I mean,
The worst team is the Cleveland Cavaliers because they lost LeBron. That was the decision year. So I mean they gotta be.
you sure did Detroit go 0-16 that year? Did y'all check? I don't know. Did somebody go 0-0?
No,
but when you lose-
it wouldn't be Cleveland because Cleveland lost to
Detroit.
Boston.
No, I'm saying that they lost LeBron James.
Oh, that
So
year.
that's-
Oh,
yeah, that was the decision. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. So in the sporting event, I went with the Saints winning the Super Bowl. Just that game was crazy. That offside
I'm a
kick.
Peyton fan.
Yeah.
I'm a Peyton fan too. Then I picked 6 and just for everything. 4 years after Katrina, it was really good for that city. So I put
It
that
was
as the
good.
best sporting event of 2010. What you got, Sam?
Me as well. I put the Saints winning the Super Bowl. Yeah.
What you got?
Serena winning Wimbledon. That was dope. We was all watching at the house with my mom, my dad, and we was yelling, screaming for Serena.
I want to say this for the viewing public. Rad only said that because Mike mentioned that. Rad, he did a whole different one, people. He did an all-decade list, and I'm out with it. I'm sorry. I'm listening to this like.
But
it's
I
Serena.
remember all of us
And
being in the
then
house
Rad-
yelling and
Rad
screaming for
put-
Serena, bro. What are you talking about?
The man did it. Rad, tell us your all-decade list. Tell us.
No, why? Bro?
No, tell us your all-decade list, bro.
I
give it
stopped.
back.
I stopped when I figured out what I was doing. I was tripping.
Easy.
Okay,
Oh, decade.
Give us like 2 answers on your all-decade list.
All decade list was gonna be best album was gonna be between Take Care and my Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Of all decades, take care. You limit yourself to two albums of 1 year.
Yeah, it was gonna be Take Care came out the year after. It came out 2011.
No, take
Yo.
care came out 2010.
No, it came
No,
out
that did. No,
2011.
2011. Take Me Later came out.
Oh yeah.
I got mad. It was gonna be between honestly because the issue is the best like because Forest Hill came out, the album About Nothing came out, like all
Right.
of my great albums came out, so I just picked. Kanye,
You're telling me that all those albums is better than Good Kid, Mad City? What? That is the best album I've ever heard. What are you talking about? And I don't like Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah,
I do
I'm
not
a
like
Kendrick fan.
I'm not a big Kendrick
fan,
either.
but that is the best album.
That's a good
I
album.
have personally
That's a
ever
great
heard.
album. That's a great. I mean, obviously it's in the top 5, but I like. Far as I went with my favorite artists in their best albums to me, which were my top 5 is gonna be it's Drake, Wale, Wayne, J. Cole, and did I say Kanye already? I don't know, but those are my 5. And they best albums all came out in that 10-year span, so I had to pick between those 5 out. And I picked Take Care.
God, 444, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
And
Hey.
that's not so. I even put like y'all listen to YG My Crazy Life. That was a great album. Go listen to that joint. That was a fire
That's a
album.
great
That was
album.
I even considered putting that up. That was a great album. Like
It was
I
a
think
great
Wale
album. I agree with that.
album About Nothing was great. That Seinfeld joint was great. Very underrated.
I
Great
don't
album.
think that, but okay.
It's a great
You
album.
know what
Listen
I'm
to it right
saying?
now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
listen to
Nah,
that
don't get me
one
wrong. Good Kid,
time,
Mad
like,
City is up there. Obviously,
No,
I
it's
can't
the best- it's
hate
better
on
than
that.
all
I
those
can't hate
albums.
on it. I can't hate on it. But Forest Hill Drive, flawless, great album.
Oh, listen. I don't have a comment.
So, and what else you have, Rad? You have best song. What topics do you already have for your decade?
Best song, I went personal. I went Future March Madness. I went Future March
I
Madness.
respect that. I
What is-
respect that.
That's
no,
my joint, bro.
Yo.
I didn't respect that. That was
That
terrible.
rap
Future
bop
March
crazy.
Madness?
Are you
That rap
serious?
bop is crazy
That's
when
my
that
bop,
March
bro.
Madness drop.
That's my
Right,
bop.
Dad?
Yo, that joint is terrible, man.
That's
Stop
his best
it.
song he ever made, bro. You out your mind.
Yeah, and we shouldn't talk about Future. Like, for what? Like,
You just propped
Alright.
up Future like 2 shows ago or something. You said he like
I never.
No,
did that.
well, he said Lil Baby can't reach the height of Future.
Oh yeah, well, Little Baby's terrible. But that's. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you gotta chill.
y'all put me
Alright.
on the spot though. Y'all put me on the spot, man. I'm just saying.
Well, bro, you put the list together. You should have been. You said you was ready.
For sure.
You said you had 3 of our decade list. We was actually year 3.
I want to know what was on decade. Yeah.
I mean, we don't agree with you. I mean, that don't mean you on
That's
a
good.
spot.
That's good.
At all.
Yeah, that mean,
By the way.
yeah, that's good. Yeah, if I ever agree with rap and music, that means I'm losing my taste.
That's good.
So, but that's all. It's been a long show, fellas. Great show. No Millie. So hopefully he'll be back next week. Have another great show for everybody. And we're just gonna keep getting better every week. So thank you for watching. And this is all we got for you on We Think It's a Sports Show. Hootie hoo!